big leg of Matt Pratt ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And he's got some space here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play there out of the running game.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And running with power here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 14 yards. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. This is Chase Edmonds, who played his college ball in the Bronx at Fordham. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow. To throw, it's Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Edmonds.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Edmonds. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Running left, it's Barkley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter. 7-0 ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. As time expires in the first half. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Murray now. Eluding the pressure right. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 2nd down and 4, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Prater for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Cardinals 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Set. Check that shot.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 147 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Now Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Here's Barkley, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On play action, Fields.
He'll buy some time right.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Edmonds running out of the shotgun.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray.
Forced out to his left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Kyler Murray.
A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Fields now to throw.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups.
Second and 2. Back to throw. Fields.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
They'll run with Montgomery. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll roll him out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that'll set him back 5. Murray now to throw. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Rolling to his right. Got his tight end here. It's Holtz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. That into the hands of his tight end, Holtz. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the... ...41.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
Now a 2nd down and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And off comes to Montgomery. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. On the ground, it's Montgomery. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And this time he is in. David Montgomery, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Murray now on 1st down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
1st down, Murray. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Murray. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
13 yards on the play. That's good.
Play action. It's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. They'll roll him out right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears. Jimmy Graham there to make the grab. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll go down at the 28.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give to Edmonds. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a look them. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Rolling to his right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Lets this one rip toward Grant. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Murray. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. Edmonds a first down and more. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds, 31 yards. And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bears 15. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll buy some time right. Man open is Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Fields. They'll roll him out right. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now it's Fields. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Robinson's got it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears. Jimmy Graham. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
And one last throw here for Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
the sight that many call the loudest in the NFL. We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle
with the Arizona Cardinals.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Ertz over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
And he's got this down to the 35.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They run with Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Here's Edmonds. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, 26 yards. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Edwards-Helaire. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 44, Mahomes dancing to his left. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can. On
1st down, Mahomes Letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 18-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Murray going to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Here's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Marco Wilson. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 73 yards rushing for him now to this point. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half. So this,
he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 67 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
14, Chiefs 7.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA's. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Mahomes to throw once more. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Rolling to his touchdown. He's got it at the 2. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 78 yards. And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 69 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Murray now on first down. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point good by Prater. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 41. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Right there. 54, right there. 54 miles.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Flushed out right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Second down and another run with Edmonds. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On third down, Edmonds. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
58 yards on the ground for him so far.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's Mahomes. Connecting with Hill. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Mahomes will throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. 30, 10, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining that the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Murray, and complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
To throw, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds, 43 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson, flush to his right. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So
he played in the NFL.
Now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 39, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well, and they took the shot downfield. They were more than prepared for that one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll run on first down. Edmonds, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray flushed out right. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Edmonds. And he'll go down at the 28.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Edmonds. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Edmonds. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Shotgun now for Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. Now it's Wilson. On the move to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Yeah, let's get set.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Ballore. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Wilson going to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. First down, Murray. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
After the sack on first down, Murray, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 35 on second down, Murray looking deep for his tight end Ertz. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz, 35 yards. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations, they thought he couldn't run it? No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make this a second down. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. That's caught by Penny. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Come on.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon God.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. Penny trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Wilson on the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterbacks, they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. And ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they liked, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. They got a completion there, but that's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. that fumble recovery, it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Flush to his right. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Well, this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play,
touchdown, Seahawks! Dwayne Eskridge from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Right now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. They'll try and throw for it. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 36-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run with Edmonds again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. Edmonds a first down and more. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds, 53 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now here's a throw that's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. He'll buy some time right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Hammering for the goal line, he loses the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And now look at him go. The 40, past the 20. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. So the inability there to get the two-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They run it here with Edmonds. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Second down and another run with Edmonds. Edmonds a first down and more. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that should just about put a capper on this game. Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Cardinals 43.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. One last shot for Wilson. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
the site that many call the loudest in the NFL. We are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Murray now on first down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down at the 28.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
They run with Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. On second down, this is Edmonds. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Murray now. Zach Ertz has it complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. on first down. Edmonds. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. These two teams all tied after one. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. They find some open field here. Powering forward. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 76 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14 to 7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And the reception made by Green. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete.
Oh, we got plenty of
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. A final shot before half for Murray. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. For the start of the third quarter, the Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
111 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Tyron Matthew on the tackle. A gain of 5. First down, Arizona.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Arizona. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And that is caught. Touchdown. Oh, there is a marker on the field. The celebration may be short-lived. Let's see. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Murray now to throw. Finding Ertz again. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. Now Edwards-Helaire. And down inside the 15 he goes. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.